Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
The doctor is in, baby. This is Doc Blaylock, and you're watching the Madness Comic Network.
Bloody mud.
Rock and roll, motherfuckers!
Yeah, dude, those figures had me drumming.
Dude, that was some jams, courtesy of Dark Gift Comics. I knew he was a musician, but I mean, he's the full deal.
Yeah.
Well, Pedro, welcome to the show, buddy.
Yeah, dude. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Okay, I have a very musical last week, so I'm ready to dive into some comic book action. So
very musical last week. Wonderful. We had a very musical beginning of the show as well.
Yeah, that we did. So that's always good. It's always good. So yeah, we're really red today.
Yes, we are red. We're the red man. Don't tell nobody, I guess. We'll get canceled.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we should have sort of officially kicked the show off. I wanted to greet you first. You're here. You're live. How are you? Good to see you. All right. Okay. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Ginge and Pedro show. Episode 62, I believe. 62 episodes in. This is going to be a bit more of a fun sort of bullshitting episode. We've got returning guest, three-timer now, Mr. Mike Gatti. We'll bring him out momentarily. But he's becoming a bit of a character on this show, I'd say. He ranks up there. I think Anthony Gambino's a three-timer.
Yep.
Armand might be three times. If not,
Armand, I think Armand's been here twice.
Okay,
but
yes. I haven't done right. I didn't do what the fuck? New Hope, fucking Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi with him.
Yeah, I do Armand as a Star Wars poster every time. I haven't done Return yet. Okay.
I see.
Yeah. So, buddy, what do you say we kick this bitch off, huh?
Let's do it. We have high energy.
Yeah, we do. I'm trying to get there. Hopefully, our guest will help bring the pain. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. He's part of the mafia. Michael Gatti.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, dude?
How nice of you to join us today. Are you Italian? Is there any bit of that?
Thank you for having me. Well, I mean, I guess I have Italian background. I mean, I'm pretty much a third generation American at this point, but I mean, my father's father was, raised in Italy. There's actually some confusion as to how his childhood went, because he was born in the United States, raised in Italy, but then came back to the United States to fight in World War II. Are actually very confused as to how that actually happened. Wow. So as far as mafia goes, maybe
he left Italy to fight for America in World War II. Was that?
Yeah, I mean, I think he returned a little bit before that, but it was like he was born here, and then he was pretty much sent to Italy at a pretty young age, and then he came back right before he was a teenager, just like 13, 14, something like that. Mm-hmm. And then he basically got his mom to sign him up for the army before he was 18. I think he was 17 when he joined. Wow.
Yeah, man.
And
sounds like a true classic hero with that old school.
Yeah, I don't know. If I had Italian blood, I would claim mafia ties right away. It's just so cool, man.
Know exactly how his family really afforded all that trip back and forth to Italy and in the United States. It's kind of and then my dad said sometimes he made comments like there are people in New York that owed him favors, so we kind of his younger years are a mystery to us.
Is it possible you do that? That I feel like almost pretty much every Italian I know has sort of made that joke about being related to the mafia. It's like just
I mean,
related issue.
Related, maybe not, but involved with, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. I like it. Alrighty, very, very interesting stuff. And I also get the feeling that you're tall. Is this true? Are you tall?
That I'm tall?
Yes.
Yes, I am. I'm about 6'7".
My God.
That's tall.
Yes.
Pedro, how tall are you? You're 6'7", aren't you?
Me? No, I'm 6'4". Oh, he's taller.
Goddamn. 6'4", still pretty tall.
5'9". I hold to that.
5'9". Well, you know what? That's what they consider. That's what they call average. So it's not short by any means.
You're not short. But you look short next to us, Ginge. So
this is true.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I will. I guess I'll have to. Standing next to the shoulders of giants, not quite on, but next to.
Yeah, not on. Yeah, that would be weird. You were standing on my shoulders.
Yeah, it would be weird. We'd need something. There would be a good reason. We need to get this thing up here.
Yeah, exactly.
Hop on, let's go.
For everybody to gaze upon.
It happened to me a lot at the store. A lady I'll be shopping and some lady would be like, "Can you grab that on the top shelf for me?"
Oh my God,
like,
I hate that shit.
I mean, I guess I have no choice but to say yes. I don't want to look like an asshole.
I don't know. Like,
never said no, just once.
Lately, I've been telling women to empower themselves and look for their goddamn top shelf shit. Leave me alone.
Open the pickles by your own, by the sweat of your own brow.
Exactly. Empower yourself. No, I don't do that. But yeah, it gets unnerving. Especially like if you're at making groceries and there's like this old lady following you around.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had them follow me around. Usually it's just that one time in one aisle, but they follow me around. It's just kind of like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah, like no, there was like, can you please help me? Like, oh my God, so the 12-pack. That's a lot of asses, lady.
Now, guys, I think that might actually be the move. Let me offer you this.
What?
Let's say that you are particularly tall, or I'm sorry, particularly short, right? Mm-hmm. So that's going to make going to the grocery store difficult, just generally speaking, because most things would be higher than you. So what better to do? All right, you get to the store 10, 15 minutes early. You post up outside. and you wait for somebody tall to go in, and then you just follow them around
Yeah.
and sort of be there anytime you need something. It's like, oh, we just keep bumping into each other like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
The thing is, like, I do have this old lady that basically, like, dude, like, everybody gets paid here on the 15th and by the end of the month. So whenever I go to this particular grocery store, she's there.
Oh, wow.
And she follows me around, like, help me out. Like, lady, you're like 70. I can't even ask like for sexual favors or anything. This is just out of the goodness of my heart. And dude, that expired a long time ago. Like, I don't know. I'm not a good person.
You don't want to put her in a pretzel, Pedro, just because she's an older broad?
No, I want to stick her in the fridge, actually. Like right behind the ice cream, and leave her there.
Oh my!
Put her up my shoulders and give her a balloon.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I guess I'm a little crazier. Let's say hello to Neff, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, Neff.
Thanks for sitting through this utter hogwash. And I do just want to show this off. We'll be busting this bad boy open. Had this for a couple weeks. Been meaning to open it on the show. Just keep forgetting.
Oh, yeah.
So. Alrighty. Okay, so Mike.
Throws it away.
Mikey. Michelangelo.
Yes.
Do you Michelangelo, Italian? Is that your full name?
No. I do wish, though. It's my favorite turtle. So.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Okay, well.
Dude, I don't know. Like, not everybody goes for Mikey. Like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
like,
right.
Donatello is my jam, but I don't know. Like, most people are like Raph or Leonardo. Like, for some reason.
Yeah, I think you're right. Most
the
people
senses.
do prefer Raph and Leonardo, and then in the comics, the last Ronin, it pretty much they pretty much kind of ended that comic. Little spoiler alert here. They kind of ended that comic basically saying that Michelangelo is the best.
Yeah,
It's essentially he was essentially the only one. Again, spoiler alert, living.
Right. Yeah. I read the first 2 issues of that and just stopped going to comic shops, but not because of that book. It's a really great book, but I just stopped going to comic shops. But yeah, no, Raphael and the I'm sorry, fucking Donatello, or which one's the blue? Which one's the blue?
That's
Leonardo's the blue one.
Right. Raphael and Leonardo, those are the 2 that are kind of like always vying for the sort of leadership position.
Yeah, for leadership, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, that trope started with the movie, the 1990 movie. Yeah. Because if you watch Raphael in the cartoon before that, in the 80s cartoon, he's actually snarky and breaks the fourth wall, but he's not like brooding or like a rival to Leonardo. In fact, there really is no rivalry in the 80s cartoon.
No, not really. I don't know. Like, the things that you hear in the song is Raphael is cool but rude.
Yeah.
Leonardo is a party dude.
But rude.
Party.
Yeah. And I mean, I get even with this, it's like the song describes him like that, but you don't really see him as very rude. Even
no,
I guess
not really.
Like maybe the snarkiness.
Well,
I gotta see that
go too
again.
far. It can take it to rude.
Yeah. I guess 1980s rude is a lot different than 2023 rude, right?
Yeah, 1980s rude kind of rocks. I think it was a way more. I've been watching a lot of just older movies, and I mean, it kind of just goes without saying, like, just so much better than today, mostly. But
oh man,
dude, you know how many times I've seen
we've all got the nostalgia goggles.
Yeah, dude.
RoboCop.
Yeah, RoboCop 1 and 2. Like, that was my jam, like, for 5 years.
That scream where the dude gets melted. That's one of the greatest scenes ever, I think, just in terms of like showing something that probably nobody expected and still getting away with it the way they did. That was a very intense scene.
That director, like, that guy is like a Dutch director, like Verhoeven or something.
Yes,
his name's like a beer commercial.
It's like Paul Verhoeven or something like
that. Like, that guy had a very distinct way of directing, and like, if you see like RoboCop or Starship Troopers, like, you can feel like the pedigree of that style. But I don't know if he's done anything else. Like, I haven't seen movies like that anymore.
And Starship happens to be one of my favorite movies. Period.
Starship Troopers?
Oh yeah, dude. Right. Like, I just find that movie. It's, if it's campy, then it's like It was so like it's almost like a perfect stepping into somebody else's reality and just existing in it and accepting it. And then as you come out of it, you're like, God damn, that was well done.
Yeah,
like it may have been silly and over the top, sure, but I thought
the thing is that you suspend disbelief. Like, for example,
Right.
like the whole idea of OCP, like this corporation that it's telling like the government of Detroit what to do. It's not that far from what we have today, but
No,
it's
really
not that in your face. You know what I mean? So it's like a caricature of reality, but you know it's a caricature, but it's too on the nose. But I actually appreciate that movie because of that.
They were having fun. I don't think they really expected. I'm not sure that every sci-fi movie is like a sort of, like
prediction of the future. Yeah.
Yeah, they were just probably having fun and and I think we like to sort of, for whatever reason, like it always seems like instead of like trying to, and maybe it's just human nature, it must be really, but like instead of building towards the positive, visions of a scientific future, we do seem to want to go to the worst versions of it possible.
Yeah, we have an obsession with the dystopian. I think that I think that started in I don't know. It had to start after the 50s because in the 50s there was this like big boom of sci-fi with these great futures, and you had Walt Disney with the World of Tomorrow kind of stuff.
Right on.
Somewhere along the line, people became obsessed with things like 1984, and then you have dystopian future as a big sci-fi genre.
Yeah, it started in the late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah.
Like you have like the whole coming of cyberpunk, like do like Electric Sheep. No, the Robot's Dream of Electric Sheep. I think it's the first like
Philip K. Dick's.
Yeah, cyberpunk book. And then you have like movies like Logan's Run and Soylent Green, and it's all about, dude, we're going to shit. The world's going to shit. That's from like late 70s and late 60s, early the whole 70s, and it kind of calmed down in the 80s, but it kept a little bit of that flavor. You know, like the first movie that I saw, that it's still a little bit dystopian, but it was just like, more campy, I guess, was The Fifth Element. That's the first movie that I saw that it was like, okay, this is like the future is like fucked up. There's a lot of trash and everybody looks Magoo, but it was happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a movie in I think it was the early 90s. It was based off a video game, Double Dragon, and that took place in the future of 2007, which was the future when it came out, but that had like a similar kind of thing. It was like, it wasn't like miserable dystopian future, but it was definitely still like roughed up, and it was a lot of, I guess it was future of LA, so I mean LA is always a problem city anyway, but
remember Escape from LA? Like with
Escape from LA.
Like, you escape from New York, but this is LA, vato. Shut up.
That's funny. So Neff's up in here with some interesting stuff about Mavericks, which I'm excited to get into the box here. But he says Mavericks, he says it balances near future optimism with post-calamity dystopia.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. That's like the I don't know, like
the balance.
What do you call the area where on solar systems where like planets are like livable planets you can get? Like it's an area that has a name.
It does have a name,
and it's escaping because I know it in Spanish, and I'm loosely translating from. Okay, whatever. So balancing that, like have dystopia with a little bit of hope, because you can have like it can be all dystopia, because then like why bother reading? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So that's something that like good writers can tend to do that. Like a movie that failed doing that. I don't know why I'm talking about movies so much, but it's just
let's do it.
Where we're going. I don't know if you remember this Keanu Reeves movies. Wasn't that famous? Called Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic.
I haven't seen it, but I'm familiar loosely.
Yeah, dude. It's like these guys are like they smuggle information in their brains, so they like upload information and then they go from place to place. And I don't know, like the thing, that movie failed because it was all like doom and gloom all the way up to the end, and there was no redemption of anything. Like I don't know, that movie kind of depressed me. And
Yeah,
probably why
no,
I feel depressed. Too many people. You go to movies to not feel depressed. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't enjoy The Last of Us, and I know I'm alone on that regard. A lot of people love that game, and that's why I'm
Yeah.
not watching the series, not because of like Pedro Pascal or whatever. It's just that I tried playing The Last of Us, and it just got me depressed. Like, dude, there's all these people suck. Fuck
Yeah,
this game.
we're I'm not a big fan of that game either.
Yeah.
Mostly because it makes me want to play Fallout 3. A much
Yeah,
better
exactly.
game. You know?
Fallout 3 had that campiness of the 1950s, you know,
Yes.
and that's what made that game cool. Like Last
Yeah.
of Us is all like Debbie Downer, like meh, meh.
Yeah, exactly. It's like even though you are living in this crazy dystopian world,
Mhm.
it's got a sense of humor to it,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's got a sense of like hope that like your character could potentially like save these people in DC. That was in Fallout 3.
Yeah,
You
or
know? Every Fallout,
find
your
a monk
character
of
is
the
like,
civilization, you know, just
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I do think it plays into that sort of element of dystopian again. I think we've kind of conflated like writing depressing material as somebody that is deep or like philosophical in a way. You know what I mean? That just tends to be where like the modern philosophy goes, is to tear everything, to see through everything and to be able to tear it down, and that somehow makes you more intelligent than the rest of us.
Right.
I don't know if there's something to that or not, but yeah,
Yeah,
there is like a way that people do want to write like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
like they're
Oh, yeah.
rediscovering the wheel or something.
I don't
Right.
know, like Neff is mentioning Blade Runner. Awesome example of a movie that, dude, even though it's always raining, it's always dark, it seems like people are starving everywhere. It's just I have this thing about the replicants. Like, would I dream? Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't feel depressed when I finished that movie, even though it's a very like sad and somber movie. It's just like, I don't know. Just the last
Neff
of
says,
yeah.
Neff says, I enjoyed The Last of Us, but I liked the mechanics of sneaking around the zombies. The setting had a very heavy sense of ennui, which I think they were trying to balance with the hope of that Ellie brought.
Yeah.
Did you play the second one, Neff? I haven't played either of them. They just snuck past me, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It took me a long while. Like, I liked The Walking Dead when it first came out, and then I just kind of fell off and got a bit of zombie fatigue and slipped.
Too.
But I have heard that the story is great, and I haven't seen any of the show. I'm likely not going to. I just don't care. I didn't care about the game. I don't care about the show, really. And we'll see. I mean, I got a million other things to watch. I've been watching a lot of just nonsense. Anything I can find, really, that's like not modern day.
Yeah, seriously.
Neff says, fuck no, I didn't play the second one. I'm not a
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've only heard horrible things about the second one, and since I only played like the first stage of the first one, and I got like, nah, not for me. Because that's the thing, like I couldn't play what's the name of that? Space something horror space. Dead Space.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't play Dead Space. It's like, dude, no.
Do you like horror games, or do you not like being scared? Is that the secret? Is that what we're sort of uncovering here, Pedro?
No, dude, I love Eternal Darkness. It's one of my favorite games on GameCube.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Dead Space, but not that I'm not a fan of horror games. I mean, I do love the Resident Evil series. If you can
Silent Hill was awesome.
Consider them horror. These days, Resident Evil's gotten a little more. Well, you know, people mistake Resident Evil. They are horror survival, but they've always had a certain amount of camp to them that
exactly.
They don't ever take themselves too seriously, and I think that's what pisses people off about the latest installments, because like Resident Evil 6, I liked Resident Evil 6, but a lot of people did not.
Is that the
got ridiculous real fast.
I haven't been gaming seriously for years.
7. Okay.
Yeah, so 7 brought it kind of back to its roots a little bit. It was a little more scary, but it was the first person is what throws me off with 7 and 8. I did get Village, which is 8, mainly because I watched people play it online, and I'm like, you know what, this actually looks pretty good. I'll give it a try. And I got through the vampire part, and then I got bored with it.
Yeah, I played. I have the 7, I guess it is. I was just too much of a bitch to get through. Like I couldn't get past the first boss, and I was just genuinely too scared to continue playing. Like and I missed the shotgun early on, so just like trying to get through that first boss was like just a fucking pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like those games are designed for you to get the things you need. If not, it's gonna be really hard and frustrating.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like I don't know. Like ever since my Xbox burned out, I got like the red ring of death.
Oh no.
I got so mad I haven't bought a console anymore. And so I used to play like PC games, but dude, I don't have time for that anymore. All I do is comics.
Yeah, man.
So
not a bad idea.
No time for gaming.
Not a bad problem, really. I have to say my gaming is definitely declined. I was playing a lot as a purposeful. This was like my first. I'm almost 3 years, quote unquote, into comics, but like my first year, I was playing a lot, and then my buddy, like just before getting to writing or work for the day, it was like, all right, my best friend moved to Orlando like that Christmas. So we were playing the shit out of some Warzone. I live in Panama City. It's like 6 hours away. It's just how we were staying in touch. And then his Xbox broke, and he has just not fixed it for like what has to be like close to 2 years now. So I really stopped playing games. It's like the day games died for me.
Yeah,
that was it.
Damn you, Xbox, with your red ring of death.
I've got a PS5, and I mean, I've got. There are games coming out this year. This year is probably going to be a pretty good year for the PS5. We got Spider-Man, we got Final Fantasy 16, we got a whole bunch of other things. Resident Evil 4 remake, which is awesome. But I mean, I haven't played much since I bought it in 2021. At least as far as PS5 games go. I think Ratchet and Clank's the only actual PS5 game I own. Everything
dude, I remember Ratchet and Clank. That was an awesome game for the PS2.
Well, there was a new one that came out for the PS5, and
nice.
I liked someone told me about the mechanics of like this portal mechanic where it like takes you into a new world, and there's no loading screens because the PS5 is a lot faster than consoles used to be, and so I picked it up, and it's really, I mean, all PS5 games are beautiful. But it feels really good. The separate like vibrating motors that the controllers have gives you a really interesting experience. So like when it vibrates, sometimes it feels like if you're trekking through mud, there's like the vibrations are small enough where it almost like you almost get the feeling. And then there's the trigger, right? It feels like you're actually the trigger gets like tight, I guess you could say, and it feels like you're actually pulling a trigger for a gun. It's kind of cool.
Nice. I don't know if I'm enjoying this language because you're saying tightness and vibration and
If
get your fingers up in there, Pedro.
Yeah, exactly.
If you take this conversation out of context, I guess it would sound like I'm talking about a sex shop or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you were very descriptive in a sort of slow, deliberate manner. Looking back at it, it's like
real life feeling. Like you'll feel it.
You'll feel it real good,
you'll feel it in your taint.
I think the last game that I played that really left just a big mark on me, and I'm looking forward to the part 2. And I don't think I'm going to be stirring up any controversy here, but it was the Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yes. I think a lot of people's complaints with it was that it was like shorter, like a lot shorter than what they expected it to be, and that they maybe changed some of the order of things. But from what I understand, this is a spoiler alert from, and I could be wrong, but this is what I remember reading back then.
Spoiler alert for a game that's like 30 years old.
Yeah, right.
Well,
1997, man. That's been out since 1997.
Well, this is what I heard, and this is why I said a spoiler alert, and I could be wrong, but what I think they're doing with the reboot series is it's not actually meant to be a direct reboot. It's actually, and I'm not a big fan of like multiple timelines, let's say.
Yeah.
But what I understand is that this game is actually Sephiroth going back in time, trying to correct the mistakes essentially from the first game, because he knows he's going to lose. I don't know if this is true or not. I feel like Neff or somebody in the chat might know, but I remember I remember absolutely loving the game, and then and just staying away from the internet because all they wanted to do was shit on it. So I was like, "Fuck that."
Idea to stay away from the internet when you want to play a game.
But then
you're right. I don't know if it's. I don't know if they. I did play the remake, and I don't know if they. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy VII. I mean, it kind of changed the way I write. I'm super influenced by it. Probably more of that than anything else. As far as I don't know, there's probably other things that are influences too. But either way, like I don't know if it's Sephiroth per se, but it does feel like it is like an alternate timeline. It does feel like they're giving it that route. The guy who's the head of the project is also the same guy who gave us Kingdom Hearts. So if you're familiar with his storytelling style, you could kind of see what he's doing, and he's kind of essentially doing a similar thing that he did with Kingdom Hearts. And in fact, the very end of the remake, spoiler alert, feels like a Kingdom Hearts end game scene. like it's basically like the entire like probably last half hour feels like Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know, man. Like the whole Final Fantasy VII for me is like a tainted memory because I was part of several like role-playing groups at that time.
Yeah.
And we're playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, and there's this guy. Okay, this guy is not a looker. He's been described as his face looks like the underside of a Volkswagen.
Oh, geez.
And
I will be using that.
He came with a character. He came like with a character sheet, and when he described the character, it was Sephiroth. I was like, dude, you don't look like Sephiroth. And the end killed him right away. So I don't know.
A fitting end to a fool.
To a fool. So whenever I remember Final Fantasy VII, I remember that guy, and poor guy, he was just devastated. Like my character,
man.
Like, no, yes, he took a poison dart to the neck.
Well, alrighty. Poison dart to the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, just grab a poison dart frog and rub it on there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Do y'all have those in Panama, Pedro?
What, poison dart? Yeah, it's called Rana Dorada, and yeah, it's very deadly.
Damn.
But some tribes use it, but they have all been shot. So you can come now. You're safe.
All right. Okay. Well, that's glad to hear that we're destroying the rest of the indigenous out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Let's carry on that mission right here on the Ginge and Pedro show. What do you say about
exactly. Yeah, we're
wave that
sensitive
flag.
like that. We're sensitive like that. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Y'all know.
So, dude, are we gonna do this unboxing or what? We're halfway into the show, or do you want to keep it for the last? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Well, I mean, I was gonna save it for last here, but
dude, like, I know,
I'm holding that hostage. Damn it!
Yeah, dude,
he's sticking around for as long as I have this thing.
The thing
sealed.
is, like, I know that box comes with a lot of goodies.
It is.
So it's not like 10 minutes. It's not 10 minutes a show.
That shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me make some way here. Let me clear off my little station.
What are you doing?
Me?
Oh,
I gotta make my
hey,
own
look at that.
Look at what he's got.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
all right.
Pops Van Zandt, a man of the community. You're muted, buddy.
I got them all.
A man of culture.
Thanks, Pops.
I love how that's like low key. A man of culture. That's like a low key internet like sort of nod to like like dudes that like chicks with big tits or something. It's like a man of culture.
A man of culture. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you're into tits, then yes, you are a man of culture.
Hey. I can't decide personally. I don't know if we can discuss this on YouTube without being destroyed, but I don't know. I can't decide.
We're already past the 15-second mark. So yeah, I think you can talk about the tits and ass at this point.
Wonderful.
Mindless TNA, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess
and that's the thing. Like, I think it's kind of cruel that they make men like decide. Like, are you an ass man or a boob man? Yeah. Why can't you be both?
I'll tell you what. In that box right there, Mark. In that box right there, Ginge. There's a lot of shit, bro.
I'm opening her up right now.
There's a lot of goodies in there,
dude. When I opened that box, I just kept pulling out more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. And the only two things I cared about was the book and of course the print with Cromer. right?
Mhm.
You know, that was all I cared about. But I just kept pulling out more, and I was like, damn, Neff, with all that. There's a one of them phone things for holding onto your phone. There's all kinds.
Right.
That's crazy. That's good.
Yeah, dude.
They give
Pops
you
is
a
all
out,
about pulling out. Yeah.
Yeah, you went all out. I hope you didn't take it in the ass on that one. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That was-
Oh.
We hope so as
No, dude,
well.
I think
Nobody wants to
Neff
take
like
it.
ran a tight campaign, and dude, like it's one of the guys that made me proud. Like the amount of product he put out, and
Yeah,
he was
there's a whole-
timely.
that's
so,
what
yeah.
I mean. There's a whole bunch in there. I hope he didn't cost himself out of any profit. That's what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah, I got you. That's
I will say I'm having a time getting this thing open, but gentlemen, I think I just managed to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
And I appreciate the strong seal. And Neff says he's just hanging out doing dishes. So
Yeah,
we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
we got him
All
locked.
right.
Okay, so I actually myself backed the Crom edition because that's, and I've sort of mentioned it a few times on this show, but I'll say it now. I don't know if it was the launch of Mavericks. I don't know if that was the launch date on that particular Crom panel that I was on, but when I launched Spells and Superheroes some time back, Neff was on Pops' channel doing the Crom print that Pops was just talking about. So I went ahead and that's what I got right here. So I'm excited. Let's go ahead and maybe start pulling around here, gang. So
Yeah, do
there
it.
we go. Here's what we got. Right. I might have some. Okay.
That looks sexy.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh man, this has got some heft to it, guys. This shit is like, this is some pounds. I like it. Woo. Okay. The Pop Socket is doing great online in the e-store, Neff says. Rock and roll.
Cool.
Love to hear that.
Awesome, dude.
That's what you attach to the back of your phone. Okay, where do I even begin? Oh, yeah. All right, gang. Check it out.
The book.
Dude, this thing is huge. I did not know it was this big.
Yeah, you got to find a magazine-sized bag and board for that. Just a heads up. Okay.
All right.
Once you take the shrink wrap off, you got to have somewhere to put it. I'm just saying.
I'm typically pretty good about like just opening the inside of things like that, just like the top, so I can like basically reuse the wrapper. But this thing is incredible.
I had to have something I could seal back up though.
Wow.
I'm pretty
Shiny, dude.
Yeah, man. This has got like a smooth matte finish, and then a raised. I don't think this is you. What is this type of raise called, man? This is a
embossed.
Like an embossed.
Yeah, this is probably the nicest book I've gotten from any campaign in terms of everything. It even smells great. It's got that new book smell.
Smells like victory.
Oh man, guys, this is the shit.
Ooh.
Full screen me Pops. My hands are full, as you can see here.
Yeah.
Very nice, dude. Fuck yeah. Check this shit out, guys.
Wow.
Dude.
This has actually got me curious. What was the decision made to? I mean, I'm not even. This just sort of changed the way I look at comics now. It's like, is this a better format? Do you guys think? I mean, are we switching to this, Pedro? Are we doing a magazine-sized book?
I don't know.
More expensive, I can tell you that.
It all depends with my discussion with RJ and how much is that gonna make shipping more expensive.
This is pretty rad.
Your shipping goes by weight, so obviously it weighs a little bit more.
Yeah, no, and the size also.
Yeah, and the size exactly.
So I don't know. I don't want to pass that expense to the backers. They're already paying enough.
Exactly.
All right, we will pass the expense on to you.
Exactly. And I don't know if I can afford it. I'm a poor boy, not Merc, man.
Neff absolutely killed it. And here is this. This will be going on my wall right after the show.
Oh.
Yeah, man. And then look over here. We got.
You're frozen, dude.
Am I frozen?
Oh, look at that.
Ah, there it is.
Doubles, baby.
There it is, gang.
Yeah.
What's up, Chris Fisk? It's coming by, brother. This is done by Sim, if I recall. Correct. Yep.
Yep.
There he is.
That looks like Sims.
Yep. There's Banana Hammock. It'll do.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Very cool. What you got there? What you got there? What you got there?
Yeah, I don't even know yet. Let's take a look. I've got prints. I've got prints for days, boys. This is incredible. My wall needed some updating anyway, so we're going to be putting some of these on here.
Dude, that's a lot of prints.
I got a lot of wall.
Yeah, you have a lot of wall.
My girlfriend's going to love it. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
No, she's an artist too, and she reads
cool.
comic books all day long. Like
Awesome.
pretty much everything that I get makes its way to her little fingers at some point. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Recognize this
Good
piece
idea.
right here.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, let me take a look here. Y'all get to see it all. Back the book next time.
God damn
I'm just
it.
kidding. Ooh, dude, this got some Ghost in the Shell vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That haircut. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Very nice.
Awesome.
Or Aeon Flux, maybe.
Yeah. The thing with Aeon Flux is that character design is very distinctive.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look at that, dude.
Dadass.jpg. I love that. I agree.
Dude, you know I have a soft spot for tech, so I'm having a lot of fun here.
That is Pedro's jam. Is robots. We do quite a lot of them. Okay, if I make a mess and damage my
It's
boards.
an Euro book.
I tried to use magazine bags and boards, and the book was too thick for even Silver Age bags. It's not a traditional comic, though. It's a 108-page Euro book. All right.
Yeah.
Our friends across the pond.
Yeah.
See how they do. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right, boy. Finally, at the last package here.
Dude, if I didn't know Neff, like that would sound very hoity-toity. Like it's not a comic book; it's a Euro book. Oh, real.
Well, it's from Europe.
I don't know.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you don't know. Nah, but you're in the safe zone, Neff.
Reginald,
man.
fetch my slaves, won't you say?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Dude, I'm slightly winded. I don't know what that says about me, but I'm slightly winded from opening all this.
Yeah.
I gotta get my ass back in the gym.
And Neff put you to work, son.
I've broken a sweat. My armpits are sweating. That's probably just.
Oh, dang.
You got them pancakes on your armpits.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, gang. Here we go. All right. I apologize for all the crinkling, but I hear some people like
Dude,
crinkling.
that's the sound of victory, man. Don't apologize for that.
Victory.
Actually, you're right. It's the sound of money.
Yeah.
A man's best friend is somebody is the sound of somebody uncrinkling their project and enjoying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey. Got some standees.
All
Recognize these
right.
from Chris Fisk,
Yeah, dude.
the man in the myth. Very
Mhm.
nice. Check this out.
Ooh.
Oh, dude.
I don't have to clip these. Not these.
Little
I mean,
shrinky
this,
thing?
this,
You see what I mean? It's a Euro. It's not a comic. It's a Euro book.
Let me put one of these together real quick. Ski. Ginge is getting the meat sweats. Dude, I'm actually sweating, and I'm not even joking.
But did
I
you
was
have meat?
slightly
though?
winded. No, I did have some weed tea before the show, so I don't know if
Oh yeah, that will get in the way. That will get in the
that's
way.
helped out any. But let's
Yeah.
put this bitch together. I'm gonna have.
Dude,
I gotta set the little battle scene in my house.
Yeah,
I'll keep an eye on my set. It's gonna get
Ooh,
There you
upgraded.
go.
oh, dude, look at that.
Yeah,
That looks pretty sweet.
Yeah. Pew pew pew. MFer. Pew pew MFer.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Lots of standees to do. I mean, I did a map with spells and superheroes, and had like D&D little squares so you could put standees on. So maybe Neff at some point in the future, maybe do like a backdrop type add-on to where you can like combine with the miniatures with these to sort of help set the full scene.
Oh yeah, dude.
Might be cool. Maybe you could probably do it with a print or something. I don't know. Just my gums here.
Oh, somebody get Chris Fix a mint julep. Like he gets the vapors.
Wow. Mr. Beauregard, I do declare.
I do declare.
I have a case of the
declare.
vapor. All right, we got some pins. I'm getting promoted,
All right.
everybody.
Yeah, there
All
you
right.
go.
There you go.
Sky Marshal. Small praise. There you go.
Sky Marshal Ginge, please. Sky Marshal Ginge.
Sky Marshal Ginge.
Let's keep
Okay.
it-
Marshall
keep it,
Gins.
we'll keep it-
SMG.
SMG.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's actually that. Now that rolls off the tongue. That actually, you may have just created something.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna pin myself here, gentlemen, if you don't mind. Having a little fun.
You're gonna
today.
pin yourself? Yeah, pin yourself.
Yes, I will pin myself, but I like it a lot. Let's put
I don't know what
this-
music would actually be playing when someone's pinned
Yeah.
with
All I know is like
the graduation song.
I don't know. I've been watching a lot of documentaries on World War II, so I won't play the music that's playing on my head right now.
Well, I'm dying here right now, so you could sort of play that sort of like what were they the 21 gun salute? I can't get this pin
Yeah,
on.
Actually, no, I'm playing
yeah,
German
do
music in
taps.
my head, Ginge. You don't want that. I'm playing German music in my head.
At ease, gentlemen.
At ease, gentlemen.
At ease.
Oh,
Rear
Chris
Admiral.
Fisk. Oh, you
Yeah.
fucker, you.
Oh,
There you go. Look at that.
Oh man, here we go. Pops,
Mhm.
right on.
Right on with all them pins.
Oh,
boy.
Neff, what is the
Ooh,
significance
boy.
of this character right here, buddy? Is this from one of the pilots in particular? Or?
Yeah.
It
I
is
don't know,
almost full. I'm gonna have to put them on top and
Yeah,
on the
so-
brim soon.
Whatever I say will sound racist, so I'm just going to shut up.
Oh,
Just let your inner ist out, Pedro. Let it fly. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
this is a safe
I
space.
can see that on a menu. Like, I don't.
Oh,
Right? Okay, but what is it though?
I don't
Blue
know.
Guy pan? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm an orange chicken guy, personally.
I'm
Throw
getting
some spice
hungry.
in
I
there.
saw that and I got hungry. Okay.
Okay, I had a good idea, everybody. Good
Okay.
idea, Ginge. We wanted to do everything that we've seen offered on other campaigns, but stretch goals will be more elevated on the next campaign. I like it.
Awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Awesome.
man. And
Dude, like bang for your buck. It's just
beautiful.
one of the biggest like bang for your bucks campaigns I've seen, dude. You put a lot into it, Neff. Congrats, man. I don't know how you make that work, but it worked.
I'll tell you what I think in the long run. Ultimately,
What's
for me, if I were doing something like this, which I still have some of my spells and superhero stuff left over, I
Mm.
think ultimately the long run, like this is stuff that maybe you reuse over time and
Yeah.
offer on a
Gotcha.
store, and that's like one of the cool things about creating everything is once you have it created, like once we have the comic done, guess what? You got the comic done. You can do whatever you want with it for the rest of the time.
Mhm. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so I got some patches. What the? I'm Mavericks. I'm part of the crew now.
There you go. My God.
There's my rank, Rear Admiral.
Yeah.
Watch your rears, everybody.
Yeah.
I won't be doing anything to them.
Try to
So.
stay away from wheat tea when you get on your mech, James.
Just to clarify, this Rear Admiral really wants nothing to do with your rear. So I
Yeah. Hey. It's a
can't even
rank,
decide if I'm a
baby.
tits or an ass man at this point.
Yeah.
So Rear Admiral was a weird thing to promote me to, but we got some
Mhm.
trading cards.
There you go.
Okay.
Nice.
dang,
Dude,
they went
there's
above and beyond.
lots
Who's
of
the
goodies,
artist on
man.
these right here? Do we know anybody? Taking a guess? Wild guess? Do we recognize it? Do we recognize these? The stylization? Anybody? I don't.
Okay, I got it. So no food. Thank you, Neff. I'm still hungry though, but now we know.
We made it onto the hat. Okay, so the red and gold pin is the symbol for unification of Zhongguo. We used 2 superimposed Chinese characters, one for unity and one for the Middle Kingdom. Okay. Very cool.
Hey, Neff, not everybody makes it on the hat. Just so you know.
Mm.
Not everybody.
Neff says you'll see a lot more of the unification in the next book. Garrett did the trading cards, the same artist who did the book. Okay.
Nice.
Right on, dude. Garrett's a fucking
Nice.
Yeah, it's a
Gee.
beast, man.
rock and roll. All right, we are coming to an end on this. I'm almost sad to say at this point. I just would love for more things to just keep appearing. We got a magnet going to my
There you go.
fridge.
For your
Appreciate that.
fridge. Yes.
My girlfriend gets a lot of pictures of other people's dogs for some reason. Like she works at Chick-fil-A and they always bring dogs through, and she's really friendly. It's just so like for Christmas we got like 3 different sets of pictures of like people's Christmas cards, but it's their dogs dressed in sweaters on my fridge.
People need to make more kids, man. This whole dog fetish. I mean, I love dogs. Don't get me wrong, but
Hey, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
do like Christmas cards with dogs. Just like, dude,
I get annoyed when people call their animals their kids.
Yeah, it's like, ugh.
I'm gonna just shut my lid because I know this is a landmine we're fucking around with right now.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
you are.
Anyway,
But no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so this is the thing that goes on the back of your cell phone. Pop stop, I believe. You sort of like slides into your fingers.
Oh yeah,
fingers.
Right in your fingers.
Slide your fingers.
Okay, very
pop
nice.
socket.
Pop socket, that's what it is.
There you go.
Okay. Pop
That
socket.
also sounds porny for some reason, but
It does sound porny. This has been a very pornographic show, Pedro.
Yeah,
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah,
very
Mike
porny.
Gatti, what kind of energy are you bringing on this
pop
thing?
sockets and vibrations. Yep.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. All I know is I'm taking a shower after this. I feel dirty.
Yeah, right.
I'm sweaty. I have to take a shower.
Yeah, you have to take a shower because you're.
Okay, so
putting
we
in the
got
work.
a
Poker chip?
yes, a poker chip.
Nice.
Cool.
I've not really played poker, but I
Yeah,
don't suspect you would play this.
yeah.
with-
PDP started that trend, I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
You know, I actually had one of those. Dude, my dog is, speaking of dogs, my dog is becoming a character on this show. I backed, not 84, Johnny Phantasm 84, I believe it
Yeah.
is. The one that had Scarlet Heart. And I actually picked up a poker chip out of that.
Nice.
And yeah, then my dog got a hold of it along with some other stuff the other day.
Oh,
You
no.
ate it. Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just came
nice.
home. I had it placed up on my mantle, and I think just something ultimately it fell off, and I found it on the ground, like
All
just
chewed up.
yeah. So I have to replace so much stuff. I don't
I
even
have to
know
replace the dog. Sorry, man. Sorry.
It's all good. But no, that's it. I've done it, gang. We've made
Nice.
it through. Dear God, this was incredible. Thank
That's
you, man.
awesome, man.
Awesome job, sir. Wonderful.
Hey,
Hooray.
can we be back on the show, Ginge, please?
I think we can. Let's do
Yeah.
it. I've had my
There we
attention.
go.
I
So
fell. I told you
Neff,
last
this
week.
is for you, sir. Golf clap. Awesome job, sir. Awesome
Well
job. Oh yeah.
All right. We all, yeah, never mind. Okay. You could sort of clip that noise and it would just sound like a bunch of sort of circle
Yeah.
jerking, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, circle jerk.
Yeah. There's that energy again.
Yeah, you see.
I'm just
It's
trying to
awesome.
leave that note as awkward
Yeah.
as possible. Just how long are we going to sit here just on circle jerk?
Yeah, dude. So okay, so what's in the future for Earth's best friends, man?
Yeah, man. Enough circle jerking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get back on the show.
Well, I've got I've had to do some rebranding, and so what Pops had Volume 1 is actually pretty much going to be a rare book because I've discontinued the Volume 1. I've now kind of gone the route of individualized episodes, kind of what everybody else does. I was trying to separate myself from the herd by saying, well, I got a volume. I'm a graphic novel guy. And now it's like way too expensive to do it that way.
Yeah.
So Pops has a 1 in maybe like 20 or so prints, give or take. You know, I don't know how many books I've printed of those, but yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the quality campaign for sure. I appreciate that. And so now I'm going individual books. I'm actually working on that right now. I'm up on Kindle, and I'm printing through Lulu. On my website, it's just easier to go to my website than to tell you what the URL for those things are. Just go to my website, and that'll get you to where to look at my stores in those respective places. And the website's now earthsbestentertainment.com. So it's
Very
you
cool.
can remember that it used to be too.
Mhm.
And what I'm working on right now, I just completed my third superhero faction called the Tween Titans, and the first episode of them, and it's pretty awesome. Gene Pedroso, my artist, he's working diligently, he's working hard. He got COVID back in December, which delayed things a little bit, but you know he's a trooper. It's like as soon as he's better, boom, he's got a page for me. It's crazy.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, and I think he even got me on. He got me one like right on New Year's Day too. He's like, "Here's a page," and I'm like, "Holy shit, dude! You don't have to work on the holidays." Like, God.
Oh, dude, that's the thing. Like, when if you really enjoy drawing, it's not really work. But we do love to get paid. So
Yeah,
we
right.
would
Well,
fucking,
you know, he's
like,
I mean,
like
what I understand, he seems to love my characters, and it's like that's exactly what I've been looking for in an artist this whole time.
Awesome,
is someone
dude.
who's who loves this series as much as I do, and that's what he does. So it's awesome to see that from him.
Very
And
cool.
so yeah, I got my first episode Tween Titans done, and I've been doing on my YouTube channel. I've been doing these things called, well, not that it's my own original idea, but Comics Explained. Except I'm doing Comics Explained videos of my own comics.
Hey, dude,
So
that's
yeah,
awesome.
I got a few episodes up on that on my YouTube channel, which is Earth's Best Entertainment. And so the future is basically what I was calling, quote unquote, book 4 is still in the works, and I'll probably have a crowdfunding campaign. I want to say late spring, early summer to finish it off. I had a failed one this fall because I rushed it out and didn't tell anybody.
Oh, dude,
I was on your show talking about that the last time, actually.
I do recall that. Yep, it just happens. You know, you learn and you grow.
Yep. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Tropical Magic Second Chance campaign should have been launched on the 15th, but I don't know. Like, I haven't spoken with Ginge for so long because we've been so busy. But I want to get more people signing up before we launch. So I'm coming up with strategies to just like start, promoting that. But people are always telling me, like, is your campaign live? Then you can come in. Like, there's no like for promoting signups. So I don't know. Let's do what we're doing.
Well, I'll say this: we've done. I think we can just own it. We've done a subpar job in marketing the Kickstarter, and our signups are reflective of that. So we will likely be pushing it back until maybe March or April. Maybe we'll see.
Probably. But if we launch like that, we're gonna fail, baby. So
all right, it's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I mean, the book is already done. I'm already working on other stuff. So
it's right here, in fact.
Yeah, exactly. I'm working on other stuff. So I don't want this to like back end like what we're doing, but it's not a good idea to launch a campaign. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, if people are doing their first campaign, dude, if you don't feel you're completely there, don't adhere yourself to the deadline you impose into yourself. You know what I mean? Like, things can be movable and even if you fail, then dude, you can do it again. But yeah, dude.
Yes, I actually kind of agree with that. I've seen some friends launch campaigns. I've seen that happen. Either friends or just people. On Twitter, you see people hold them to a date, and then you'll hear them talk about not being pleased with their signups and still launching anyways. And ultimately, that's the creator's decision. But I do, and I get it makes perfect sense to want to hold yourself to the date. I mean, it's like, I set this date, what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you don't exactly have to, but maybe don't, as long as you're working to correct the issue. I think it's the growing process is what sort of offsets the fucking around previously.
Yeah.
But all good, boys. No sweat.
Yeah, no sweating.
Yep,
We got Pops here. Special shout out to the Thumbs Down Clown. We see you every show. LOL. Thank you, Thumbs Down Clown. Thank you for that. So, Chris Fisk, someone's thumbs downing the channel. Engagement is engagement.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's all good.
Publicity is bad publicity.
See this little freckled kid with a
why
mustache.
we acknowledge them and say thank you. Thank you for the view. We appreciate you. Keep watching.
Neff says don't launch without. Don't launch without 200 signups, and don't set a goal that requires you to hit more than 40 backers to fund off the basic tier.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and that's all you can do, man.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
It's an equation, man. It's an equation to success. And the things like there are points for you to hit, and if you hit them, I mean, things always happen, But dude, just cover your bases. This is not a proven, but you see the campaigns that succeed and the campaigns that don't, and you always see like little things like, okay, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, he didn't have like enough presence on their shows, he didn't have a show of their own. Like, there's so many things that can basically throw a wrench onto your campaign. That, dude, just pay attention. And
exactly.
There's a lot that goes into it. I find indie comics, and sort of particularly CG in a way, is interesting in that, or maybe just being an indie guy, but being really close to what is like basically constantly evolving business methods. I feel like a lot of CG and indie guys are in that space because comic books typically have a smaller margin, and a lot of people are on beginning their journey, and because of the pushback we've experienced, or others or some have experienced, trying to get on basic platforms and being deplatformed basically forces you to go around their walled garden, if you will, and find new avenues, while other people are comfortable making money, and God bless them, at Indiegogo and Kickstarter. The people that basically aren't allowed to play there are having to find a new spot to play, and that requires you to, either look or create something new. You've got people that are creating something new. So I think honestly, like, some of these other companies, whether they really care about their comic book money, like, at the end of the day, what Kickstarter and Indiegogo make off of comic books is probably minuscule. That's what everybody says. Maybe they don't really care, but it's just a cultural warfare issue or something. But ultimately, I think a lot of it's for the best.
Tax write-off for those companies now, bro. The movies is what they do. The comics are a tax write-off. They don't even care about them anymore. They don't. That's just the way it is. Their business is the movies now.
But that's the thing. Like, the thing is, like, you can see people will back books. I mean, there's amazing campaigns. Campaigns that have made millions of dollars. Campaigns that have made hundreds of thousands of dollars. These are people that, they have, like, let's just say, like, distinct characteristics that allow them to get to that point. But you see, there's the market. The problem I see right now is that the platforms we're using, they don't see us as real money. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we need to create a space where we matter. Because we're making money to subsist. Like, I'm not a huge corporation. I don't have like 100,000 employees. I don't need to make like $2 billion to call it profits. That's Disney's problem.
Yeah,
exactly. I just need to make this sustainable. So if the spots we're using to sell our books don't care about us, we should make our own. Because in the end, if I get to the point where I'm making like $40K per campaign, I'm a happy camper, dude. I live in Latin America.
Yeah.
With $40K a campaign, I can buy the country and kill everyone in it and not go to jail.
You can promote yourself from Commodore to Presidente.
Exactly. El Presidentissimo. So yeah, like, you know what? That's my goal. I want to be Presidentissimo Ang for 2025.
Let's do it, baby.
So,
can I like chip off a little piece of Panama? Is that asking too much? That's asking a lot. I understand. I'm asking for a lot.
I can give you an island. How about that?
What if CG just takes over Panama?
Dude, it's feasible. It's feasible. Like with a couple of good campaigns, we can make that work.
Oh, just take over the whole country, right? We could all move there. We could.
The thing with Panama is that we're very welcoming to foreigners. Dude, like the U.S. was here for 100 years, and like if you guys come down here, like, you'll be normal. It's not like, oh my God, gringos. Like, that would happen in the rest of Latin America. Here, dude, we have like GIs and U.S. bases and like the Panama Canal for 100 years with American presence.
We could just go take it over. We could stop some of the flow of traffic too.
Yeah. Oh man.
Sure, it's a bit more difficult, but yeah.
Actually, that's a huge problem, man. A huge problem. Find a game. Okay.
There's a website called Find a Game or something where DMs and GMs offer their services and post their games. Go put up some Infinitail listings, hit the FLGS, teach the system, and have people have them. Two people and have them run games for you.
We have 3 different game streams. We do a tabletop demo game stream. We have 2 D&D game streams, and we're starting another one the last Friday of the month. We're going to start doing Fallout 4.
Yeah, dude, you better stop that D&D game, dude.
We got to keep doing it.
Otherwise, you'll anger the wizards of the coast.
You got to keep doing it all, dude. See,
you're gonna get sued.
Pissing people off as a talent, bro. I'm so good at it.
I mean, this is not this kind of show, but that Wizard of the Coast thing, to me, is funny. Like, let's kill all the fan base and all the goodwill from the community we didn't build, because they basically that was grandfathered from PSR, like the whole D&D community, and that was
stuff essentially.
Yeah, they just destroyed it in one leak of that OGL 1.01. It's just dude, nobody trusts them anymore. So,
I'm not really surprised, honestly.
Me neither, man.
I think we're gonna get microtransactioned to death ultimately, and there's just gonna be people are gonna try to keep pulling this stuff, but I don't see Chris Fisk here. He's creating his own system. I'm not sure how much it relies off of a D20 idea, but at the end of the day, Pedro left, but that's all right. I'm sure he'll be back. But Mike, I'm gonna keep talking to you, buddy. Okay. But at the end of the day, no, there he is.
What happened?
Welcome back, partner. I have no idea. But no, at the end of the day, it's just people are gonna leave D&D behind, the same as I'm sort of talking about with these big 2 eventually. I think the whole reason they're after these other creators is because of the amount of money that they make. So
not only that, dude, within that OGL, they are messing with people's IPs. Because the thing is you use the system, but people write their own stories, write their own books. They only use the D&D setting. Exactly. So in that deal, they can basically not take your IP away, but they can use it to perpetuity, and they don't have to pay royalties to you. So basically, they're stealing it from you. Yeah, it's yours, but we're making the money with your idea, and we're keeping all the money. Ha ha, you freaking dork. That's what they're doing. That's one of the things. And that's the thing. Ash and Jackal. I started playing 3.0. That's when I started playing role playing. We evolved into 3.5. I didn't play 4 because it sucked. And the thing is, when 5 came out, I told the DM, dude, I enjoy 3.5 better than 5. It's just I don't know, 5 is more streamlined and whatever. And then you have D&D Beyond. It's dude, that's all hooks. You can have the books digitally. No, you need your library of books, like a real dork. When your friends that don't play come to your house, they kick your ass because you're a nerd. That's what D&D is. Let's go play. And it's carrying a
that was the good old days.
Yeah, dude. It's just right now, since it's all online, they can take it away from you. You own digital books. Yes, you do. And a cloud. They cut access, you ain't got shit. And all that money you paid, it's gone. And yeah, dude, they were talking about subscription, GMs have to pay $30 a month to have access to all the libraries. Dude, they're going the way of Adobe, man. So corporations suck, man.
That would, if I was a big, I've played D&D and I certainly, I guess I love it. I enjoy playing it and play it with, my buddy that moved to Orlando. Yeah. We played some 5 and we played the hell out of some Star Wars Destiny, I believe it was called.
Yep.
Fantasy Flights, Star Wars D&D. It was really rad. I just ultimately I don't really see this panning out for Wizards in the long run, and I think it is just going to force people to create new systems.
To evolve.
Say hello to Ash and Jackal.
What's up, Ashen?
Hey, buddy.
What's
Good to see you, my friend. One of the earliest guests on the show.
Yeah,
I can't recall. I actually believe he was number 1, and then Gambino is number 2.
Yeah, exactly.
So
he was our first
friend on the show. We got Chris Fisk popping in here. Yeah, Hasbro Wizards of the Coast hired this chick from Microsoft to run the tabletop RPG division. Jesus. Oh yes, D&D is woefully under-monetized. I mean, yeah, that's what happens when you hire people from video games like that. You know, execs who she's there to make some money, and figures probably something like they're gonna get the hell over it or stop playing.
From the little information I got, this is the chick that destroyed Halo. That's with all the microtransactions and whatnot, and now she's doing the same thing for Hasbro. So, congratulations, Hasbro! You're getting just like what the Joker. You're getting just what you deserve.
You get what you fucking deserve, Hasbro.
I wanted to chime in on what Neff said right here. It's like get people to engage in the fluff before the crunch. Don't roll out the game, but playtest groups are a thing, and demo streams are great to get people not only interested in your game, but also you get to pimp your book while you're talking about while you're playing your game. It's kind of what we do every other Friday. You know,
I don't know, man. All the D&D games I've played in my life, none have been in Faerun or Eberron and any of those settings. Like my GM friends, they make their own worlds.
Yeah,
and that's how we roll, dude. Like this whole thing to me is stupid. If Wizards of the Coast of Hasbro want to make me stop playing, they have to come to my house and point the gun at my head, like, let go of the books. Like, I mean,
if they did it. What if they did it, Pedro? They sent some dude dressed in all blue robes with a big ass beard, you know, just a wizard from the coast with a 45.
I'll say Mossberg Gandalf.
Speaking of books, look at this monster.
There you go.
Look at this monster.
Very nice.
Now we're gonna start playing this the last Friday of the month, every Friday.
Friday night. I can't show it on stream.
I'm loving play. Yeah, we got Friday as game day around here now. I don't have to work on Friday. I get to play freaking games. I love it.
Nice. Yeah, dude. I can't show it on screen, Ginge, but I have a Mossberg 12 gauge. So
rock and roll.
I welcome Gandalf any day to come stop me from playing.
Yeah, well, hopefully, you know. That's the thing is Wizard's never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. So he will have the element of surprise at all times.
Dude,
you have to be on your.
I'm the Spanish Inquisition. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah.
No, but I wanted to get into some Vampire the Masquerade. I came across
that. Was fun. That was fun. The thing with Vampire the Masquerade is what, dude, like god chicks. Yeah, they will always ruin your game.
No.
You guys ever play Mutants and Masterminds?
Oh yeah, dude. favorite like through 20 games ever.
That system's got to be pretty crazy. We played one game of it, and it just basically felt like you could kind of create as powerful of a character as you really want.
Oh yeah, dude.
But it's a superhero game, so obviously,
if we're getting dorky here. Like, I actually GM'd Mutants and Masterminds game, and I basically leveled the power sets because, like, I told the players, like, okay, like it's a World War II setting. Superpowers it's like an arms race, so you're gonna be getting syringes wherever you go.
Oh,
so when you inject the syringe, it's a superpower, but you have to roll to see what superpower you get, and what flaw you get.
Ooh.
So if you get super strength, if you roll like 2 failures in a row, your character goes mad for 5 rounds. So he will attack anyone.
Yeah.
So doing flaws like that, if you're a speedster, like you get dehydrated and then you lose constitution until you like drink water again. So that's the thing, because the problem with Mutants and Masterminds is that you can go like wherever. You can make like galactic level like superheroes.
Yeah.
And then dude, like that's the only thing I didn't like about the game. So my solution to limit it was doing that.
Yeah, that's a cool way to do it. We didn't have any flaws. It was funny. My character specifically was, well, actually, I did have a flaw on him. It was basically like I could do whatever the heck I wanted, as far as like I could teleport, I could shapeshift, I could do whatever I wanted. But when it came to actually battling, that was when my powers would kind of malfunction.
Nice.
that was the counter to that. But everybody else, it was just like normal superhero stuff. Some guys were fast, some guys were strong. You know, my guy was just this weird, like I think we called him the god of chaos or something.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You know what's the worst one? We have this speedster that got killed by a pack of dogs.
Oh,
That was
man.
very funny. Yeah, because like he was escaping like this like German from World War II. I don't want to say the word facility.
Yeah.
And he basically like he's like running, but he failed once. He failed again, like you dehydrated and you fall flat on your face. And the dog just came like, yeah, he was sad.
Ashen brings up a good point here, but let me hit Neff first. He says, Mutants and Masterminds was quaint.
Yeah.
Call me what you want to break out the champion system from Palladium games. But Ashen here, he kind of hits on the point I was trying to make earlier, is I remember way back in the day playing a Vampire the Masquerade PC game that I really thought that was cool, but I've never played the system. And then I heard it was coming back, and then this was a couple years ago, like they were just sort of redoing a new whatever the hell. Like a couple years back, they kind of revamped it and put out a bunch of new books. But yes, they've definitely gone past or like down the like editing some of the, like getting rid of the Nazi vampires or whatever, and like editing the like just fully like they're fully in the.
You don't want to do that, dude. Nasty vampires are the shit.
Well, I mean, regardless, it's just more like they're like fully engrossed in the thought police. So I'm just, I don't give that stuff my money necessarily. 9 out of 10 times.
Me neither.
But I do like what they created back in the day. I do think that the lore is very interesting. Yeah.
Dude, the things like Vampire the Masquerade, I think that movie Underworld is based on the Vampire the Masquerade campaign. And I don't know, dude. It just like attracts that kind of like goth, you know. Like I don't know. Like when I played Vampire the Masquerade, it was like 2 campaigns and
Black Leather, Pedro.
Goth chicks destroyed both campaigns. With all the infighting, and I'm cutting myself, and I hate my dad, and it's like, I'm going home. So yeah.
Well, that's enough to ruin anybody's game. But let's not hold goth chicks to that standard. All right.
That's not.
They're some of my favorites in the world.
Yeah, it was those groups. Okay, let's say that.
But yes, that was the game. Bloodlines. Yeah, that game was the shit. I've tried to play it a few times, just on random computers over the years, and it's never been able to transfer over, sadly.
And also, to play Vampires the Masquerade, you need a truckload of die 10s. So keep that in mind.
Neff says he has a history with Mark Rain Hagen and Monty Cook. I'm assuming the Vampire the Masquerade guys. Chris Fisk says, I still have the green Vampire the Masquerade book. I have a supplemental I bought off of eBay about the Nosferatu from the White Wolf days. It's from maybe early 2000s or something, but I was just writing some vampire stuff at the time, and I was like,
yeah, you were.
I was, yeah. And I was just like, let me get into the juice.
You were like,
yes. Ashton says, I don't. I've just seen their statements recently, but they were going hard a couple, like 6 months ago, 7 months ago, something like that. Last year, I remember there being like the talk of the 2 weeks or whatever the hell. The voice actor for Jake the dog. Hey, all right. Nice. John DiMaggio, I think it
Bender.
is.
Yeah, nice. Joe DiMaggio Bender.
Yeah, great. You know, I heard that the Hulu was trying to bring Futurama back, but decided not. They didn't even contact Bender's voice actor.
Oh man,
I don't know if they've remedied that situation, because I remember the internet making a huge stink about it, and rightfully so. Because I mean, why would you not even call the guy to say, "Hey, we're bringing Futurama back, but not you"? You don't even I know why, so you don't have to have the conversation. Makes
Yeah,
your life
exactly.
easier.
It's a
But-
coward. Yeah,
But it's like, I mean, that's one of the most, probably the most beloved character on the whole show is Bender. So
Yeah, right. He kind of
Yeah.
really,
it's Bender
strategy.
and the lobster doctor. What's the name of it?
Dr. Zoidberg.
Yeah, Dr. Zoidberg. It was one of my
Zoidberg.
favorites. Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. The Nos
Clan Nos.
book. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, the
I'm a
clans.
big
Oh.
fan of that style of vampire. I love the Nosferatu. Yeah, I just love the look. Yeah, they're spooky looking. They don't glitter at you, try to smooch you. Right? They're just there to scare you, suck on your
Those are
blood.
the real scary ones, though. The ones that glitter and try to smooch you.
Oh yeah.
Those are rape.
Yeah, dude, that to me was the end of vampires. That whole like Twilight thing. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm done with this shit. It's a stupid monster anyway.
I'll have to dig it out of storage after the show, but I believe it's the silver and gray one. I'm certain of that. It's a darker colored book, so I'm pretty sure it's that one. It's not very big or in page count, but it's I believe it's the silver and gray.
Yeah, dude. Have you played like Legends of the Five Rings, which is like a samurai book?
I
think it's called that, like that. Yeah.
No, I haven't, but that sounds interesting.
It was like I played that once, but the thing is like it was like an anime fan bunch.
Yeah.
So they all wanted to play Naruto, and just
interesting. Yeah, the Book of the Five Rings. That's Masashi Miyamoto's book.
Yeah.
The greatest samurai of all time. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Legends of the Five Rings was awesome. Oh, hold on, sorry about that. Neff says, called glitterism back in the second edition. It was a bad joke. Then holy shit.
Exactly.
Now that is kind of hilarious in a way.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Dude.
Glitterism.
And then that 50 Shades of Grey series, if I'm not mistaken, was started off as a fan fiction of Twilight. So
it was a pornographic fan fiction of Twilight that turned into its own book series, and the crap that gets published, man, I tell you, like I'm working my ass off for my.
No, dude, it seems like, dude, are you getting people to jerk off to your material? That's the question.
That's the thing. I guess I'm not. I mean, I guess there possibly is the furry community for some of my characters, but besides that, no.
Yeah, we're doing this wrong, gentlemen.
Not a group.
We're doing this wrong.
Sort of revved up, and also like, I mean, that's just an interesting question. It's like, do you want to write a book that gets somebody's grandma who shouldn't be reading it, like she's on the train or something, just getting all sorts of riled up, reading your work? I mean, sure, you took the dollar amount, but you got somebody's grandma wet.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the trade-off, I guess. It's like sex sells, so if you're not selling sex, you're not selling.
The real page turner.
Yeah, exactly.
Real page. We got Wayne Klingman up in here. Some interesting. I have put out mafia porn. Tell us more. This is the most pornographic episode.
All right, well, there it is. There it is. That energy has been with us all night.
This is
I'm
is
interested.
This so sexual? Why are we? We shouldn't. It's all men here.
Yeah, exactly. You see, Chris Fix has it. Yeah, each copy of Infinite Role-Playing Rules book will come with a small baggie of tissue and lotion.
Shit.
Think about friction, gentlemen.
Branding. I love it.
Yeah, friction is your enemy in this case.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, I think we're digging ourselves into a hole. Should we like call this quits? I don't know. Man.
I'm giving Wayne just a moment more.
Okay.
Let's take the whole big large message.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Here we go.
All right.
Okay. Hang on. Before we go, Wayne, may I bring this up on screen?
Yeah, let's do it. So he writes mob books at Amazon. I'm checking that right now, man.
Is smut. Bring it up, Pedro.
Exactly.
Can you bring it up, buddy? I'll share your screen. I would love to take a look. This show is smut. It is smut. You know, that's actually that's how you get engagement in this thing. I think.
Yeah, there you go.
This is
True.
We've kept people for a while talking about titties and asses and
titties and ass.
Comic books, somewhat. People know what they want. We're just here to give the people what they want.
Give people what they want.
All right, just wait for this mafia porn. I wrote one on the mob in the 1920s. You naughty man, Wayne. You
naughty man.
Mafia porn. That is.
Is there? I don't know how far. I have the tendency to want to push the joke, so I'm
just stop. Yeah, just stop it. Okay, so here we go.
Spanking involved.
Here we go. So we got the Buffalo Mob. Is that the book?
Wayne says, "Let me share the link if I may." Absolutely, brother. Please.
Yeah, do. I have it here. I think I have it here. Let me see.
Yeah, Pedro, if you got it, please pull her up. Let's get this thing up. Let's get this up. We got to get this up, guys. This thing. What are we calling this thing? We got to rouse it.
Thing.
Commodore Ang. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
The Buffalo Mob. The return of the Queen City.
You got to sort of do it in a dirty kind of voice.
Yeah.
The Buffalo
Mob, say the return of organized crime to the Queen City.
Return of organized crime to the Queen City.
I was thinking a bit more sexual, and Mike's got the.
I don't know, dude. It's
close to the true crime voice too. It's like in a world where men can wear women's panties.
Oh, whoa!
That's the world we live in, buddy.
It is. That's true. It's true. 2022, 2023.
The arm.
No, so this is the mob porn, Pedro. This may just be.
Is this like a?
This may just be true crime facts.
Is it true crime or is it like a novel?
Books. Two different books. The Buffalo Mob is the one the Buffalo Mob is the one we're promoting, but the Porn Mob is a different book. Okay?
Get the porn mob up.
Get the porn mob. Which do we get first? The information or the porn?
That's pretty much what the industry is, though, right? Is like
exactly
a mob. The porn industry is a mob.
Yeah. So basically, take care of yourself and then instruct yourself.
I see. Whacking has oh, you son of a bitch. That's number 2. Chris Fisk. Yeah, this is a normal mob book. Whacking has a different meaning here. But nice. Good stuff.
Nah, dude, but it looks cool, man.
Yeah, very nice. There's a good YouTuber, I believe he's called the Mob Reporter. He covers a lot of, Italian mafia, but just basically any kind of sort of major-ish criminal organization within America, barring the politicians.
Yeah, dude. We got Mr. Big.
Wayne is a new sponsor of the network. Hey. Yeah, well, thank you, Wayne.
All right.
Thank you, Wayne. So
God bless you, buddy.
Dude.
Is this the porno one or no? No. We got the porno one up, Pedro. I don't know if you... That's the porno one.
Yeah, this is not the porno one, man. No. Like I would know.
This is a regular mob book.
Oh, yeah, my loins would know if this was the porno book. It is not.
Start getting that tingling feeling, and then it's
exactly. That tingling sensation,
my friend. Yeah. Well, the Buffalo Mob, they're the mob. They'll get you. Yeah. Yes. So is the sit down. Yeah, Michael Franzese. I believe I'm saying that right. He's got a really great YouTube channel. Sammy the Bull, Gravano. He's also got a YouTube channel. They're just fun to watch. Interesting guys. Okay, I guess we'll leave the porno alone then. My co-host is just not doing it.
In a strange perverted twist, we've kind of gone full circle here. We started the show off talking about the mafia, and here we are again.
Golly.
So you see, we're professionals here.
Wow. We really did. This whole show has been that's been the theme. Porn and mafiosos. Okay. Well, on that note, everybody, I guess we will go ahead and call it a day.
All right.
We got Chris Fisk heading out. Let's say goodbye to Chris real quick. Got a jet. Have a good one, everyone. Don't forget to smack that like button like it's a snitch.
Oh,
that's right.
Yes.
There you go.
Later, nerds. Thank you, Neff.
Later,
awesome
job
on the project, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
That's pretty sweet.
Felix Haas, thank you for coming by, brother.
Hey, Felix. What's up, dude?
Okay, Michelangelo.
Yes.
Mike. Thanks for coming by, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. It's a good time. It was a good time.
I had a lot of fun on this show. It was a good change of pace, just hanging out, and I imagine we'll be doing more of this when we can spare it. Sounds good. Okay, all right. Good night, Wayne. I hope you have some not too wet dreams. We got to change the sheets all the time.
Moist, not wet. yet moist.
Or maybe you do. Maybe you do want those, and then you get up and then you write it, and maybe it's some of the best stuff you may have ever wrote that day.
Ever.
All right. On that note, everybody, we will catch y'all next week. We got Anthony Stokes coming on, the writer. He's promoting. I forget the name of the book, but we will have him on.
That's awesome, Ginge.
Yes, indeed. I have already read it though, and it was pretty decent. I'll say that. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, gang. So we will catch y'all next week on the Ginge and Pedro.
In a world where creatures of myth and legend exist, a covert task force is charged with keeping humanity safe from supernatural threats. And when young Nancy Moon stumbles into the eternal battle between good and evil, she finds...
Oh my god, will you shut up? What's happening? Agent Beckett here. Aren't you tired of stuff like that? Want something different? Roll the tape. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's a song I'm writing for my ex. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Alrighty. Welcome to the world of the mythicals. We have it all. Monsters. Magic. Government agents. He's the strong silent type. This guy. Ugh, gross, dude. Get some kind of cream or something. Lots of 90s style action. Pew pew pew. And that strong female lead alluded to earlier. Not to mention a dashing field commander with a great sense of fashion. Look at those glasses.
South River Studios presents The Mythicals, Issue 1. Buy it, if you dare.
Ugh. Will you can it already? How'd you get free? Now beat it before I lose my cool. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today. Like right now.
Sign up today on Indiegogo.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every